Okay folks, so this is the video I promised, using a very small space to work out in. The space is so small that even with a wide angle lens on the camera, you're gonna lose the top half of my body sometimes. On other occasions, you're gonna see not a lot except my sizable butt. But we'll try and get through it, and I'll try and show you what the workout is. So this workout is not a timed workout like the outdoor one from last week. This is a number of reps to do workout. It's going to start with a simple warm-up, 3 exercises in the warm-up, each of them done for 30 movements, and then we move on to the actual workout. That warm-up you're going to do slowly just to get all the joints moving, and when it comes to the end of the workout you're going to do the same exercises, but you're going to do them at a run. You're going to do them at speed to be your finisher, to finish everything off. So those warm-up exercises are going to be knee high. So I want you to bring your knees up nice and close to your chest, pull them in if you wish, and we're going to do 30 movements of that, and those 30 movements means 15 each leg. Then we're going to stretch the muscles on the other side, so that one's been stretching your butt. Now we're going to stretch the front of the leg, so we're going to do that by kicking up behind. Again, 30 movements, 15 movements per leg, nice and sharp. And then we're going to get the heart rate up. I'm going to do that by doing a ski jumper action. So we're going to start down here as if we're at the edge of a ski jump, and we're going to come all the way up, nice big stretch, up onto your toes if you can. Watch your lampshades. I've had to move my arms slightly so that I don't knock the lampshade, and again 30 movements like that. And believe it or not, that up and down movement will effectively get your heart rate up. If you don't feel like you're getting a bit out of breath after doing those 3 movements 30 times each, then do them a second time. If you're really fit, you might want to do them a 3rd time before you start, but they're really just to get your heart rate up and get the joints oiled in effect so that you can get on with the workout. So we're going to do 3 supersets in this workout. The first one is going to be a squat. Now if you're not used to doing squats and you're not used to going down below 90 degrees, you can squat onto your sofa or a chair or any other surface that isn't going to collapse under you. This is not a particularly soft sofa. It's a futon, so it's got a light thin cover, and it's got a solid slatted actually base underneath. So a superset means 2 sets of exercises, 2 types of exercises that is, done back to back with little or no rest. And then you go back to the first exercise, and then the first exercise, and then the second, and you're going to do these 3 or 4 times. I would recommend that if you don't exercise very much, you do it 3 times. If you're reasonably fit, you do it 4 times or even 5 times. And we're going to do these for a set number of repetitions or reps. So the sofa squat, feet just over hip distance apart, stand a little way from your sofa so that you've got room to sit down and back, and that's what we want to do. We want to sit down so that the knees stay behind the toes and back onto the sofa. Don't get comfortable, you just tap the sofa and come back up again. Now if you need to put your hands out for balance, that's fine. If your balance is okay, you might want to bring your arms across your chest. Just keep them out of the way, so it's just a little tap and then up. Try for 10 of those sofa squats, and then have a short rest, 20 to 30 seconds, and you're going to go on to do a press up. Now you've got lots of choices with press ups. You could go back to your sofa and do your press ups on the sofa. So I'm bringing my weight so that my shoulder and wrist are in line and my weight's coming forward. Shoulder and wrist in line on the sofa, body in a nice straight line, and I'm going to bring my chest down to the sofa and then back up again. I'm not moving backwards and forwards, and I'm not sticking my bum in the air. It's just bend the arms, keep the body completely straight in a plank style position. So go for 6 to 8 of those. If you can't do this on the sofa, you might choose to do your press ups on the floor. The floor press on the knees is almost equivalent to the sofa press. So you again, chest to floor and up. If you're very fit, of course, you can do your press ups on your toes. I'm not even sure there's enough room behind me to stretch out onto my toes and stay with most of my body in the camera. But 6 to 8 of those, 8 to 10 of the squats. So squat, 20 seconds rest, press up, minute rest, squats, 20-second rest, press up, minute rest, and you go through that 3 to 5 times depending on how fit you feel. Our second superset is going to be very simple because it's going to be a superset of lunges with lunges. We're going to do a reverse lunge onto one leg and then reverse lunge onto the other. So stand up nice and tall. You're going to take a big step backwards and bend the back knee and bend the front knee. Front knee again, just like the squats, stays behind the front toe. Get that back knee as low as you can. Come slowly back up again. Same leg into that lunge and up. And again, the lunge, the movement is straight up and down. It's not a circular movement. It's down, up, back in place. You're going to do 8 to 10 on one leg, 20 seconds rest, 8 to 10 on the other leg, minute rest, same again. 3 sets of those, or if you're really fit again, up to 5 sets. Nice and controlled, keeping your weight evenly going up and down between both legs, not rocking and rolling and turning backwards and forwards, and keeping that front knee behind that front toe, chest upright, looking straight ahead. So our first superset was our sofa squat and our press up. Our second superset was our lunges, and our third and final superset, because we want to make this relatively easy, is going to be a deadlift movement. So I'm not just standing like this so you can see me on the camera. This is going to be part of my deadlift movement. If you saw the exercise video yesterday, exercise for the desk bound, you'll have seen something like this. So we start upright, butt cheeks tight, and hands on thighs, soften the knees, stick the bum out slightly, slowly down until your hands are touching around about your shin. Don't go further than that. And then squeeze, pull back up, squeeze the glute, squeeze the bum as you stand up, and return back down again. Now, if that's a bit easy, if that feels more like a simple stretch than an actual exercise, then grab yourself some weights, hold them in front of you, and bring them up and down as you go. Make sure though that your bum is sticking out slightly so that you feel the tension in your hamstrings, in the muscles at the back of your leg, and not in the middle of your back. The exercise we're going to pair with that one is going to be the mountain climber. So a mountain climber from above, if somebody's looking at you, should look like someone climbing a mountain. So essentially it's a press-up position and it's knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Nice and controlled, 10 each side, holding the core nice and tight. These mountain climbers can also be done with your hands on the sofa or your hands on a box or a chair if you can't manage to do it straight out on the floor. So we're going to have 10 either side of those. Again, same kind of format. You're going to do your deadlift movement, 20-second rest, your mountain climber movement, 1 minute, back to the start for 3 to 5 sets. And then you've got your simple finisher. So this isn't a long workout. You haven't got a lot of room anyway if you've got a study like this. So you don't want to be creating too much heat in the room. Also, you know, these are just little workout ideas. You can expand on them if you wish. You can add some of the ideas from the outdoor set in here. It's just to keep everybody active, to keep everybody going while we're essentially stuck indoors. So the last thing, the finisher, is going to be back to the warm-up, except this time you're going to do your knee highs nice and quick. You're going to do your butt kicks nice and quick, and you're going to really stretch up high and put a bit more oomph into your ski jumper movement. So that's our indoor workout for the moment. I can just about manage it in this small space. There's only a few feet space here, even with everything pushed back out of the way. So don't think just because you've only got a small room, maybe you're self-isolating in your bedroom, that you can't do a workout, because you absolutely can. Enjoy, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow with more ideas.